a long time ago, there was no barbed wire fences. There was no boundaries for our Indian people. We traveled. We went around like in a circle. Like one of my grandmothers was telling me. She said we followed the food around, the game. We followed the deer over here. We followed the bear over here. We followed the fish, the pine nuts. It's like a complete cycle. Different times of the years. Before the white man came, then everything went to hell. To me, the white man people in this land are the immigrants.
Just generally, I think it's like 10,000 years Native people been in the Great Basin. Some of the oldest evidence of life in this part of the country comes from the Great Basin. 1844 is the first time our tribal people saw a non-Indian. That was John C. Fremont. It was a friendly meeting at the mouth of the river here. The next date is 1849, the gold rush, people were going to the gold fields. That's when the tribes started to have problems because not everybody struck it rich, and they either came back or they were homesteading on their way over. What that did was it disrupted hunting and gathering lifestyle. So tension built. Next date is 1860. They discovered gold in the Comstock lode up here. And they started fencing off areas, private property became something that Indian people never knew before. And you got people taking up land where tribes used to hunt and fish and gather. Couldn't do that anymore. There were two battles down here because of all that influx of people. After those battles, Indian people were scattered away from here. There was a period of about 10 years where there was unrest. Indian people needed food. They were taking cattle, chickens, or whatever. The settlers out there didn't have any protection. So the federal government set aside Pyramid Lake as a reservation for the Paiute people. And it was established in 1873. In 1905, they built a dam on the Truckee River. Pyramid Lake dropped by 80 feet. We almost lost the fishery. Fish couldn't go up anymore. Then what that did was got the tribe involved with water rights litigation to protect this environment. And that's what, the issue is here at Pyramid Lake. We generate revenue off the lake. We're in the modern day dealing with, complicated issues and trying to, protect our homeland, language, culture, and keep that going.
A lot of things we have out there, how we survived here is we had like our own laws, but it's on the verge of superstition, but still it worked for us. And I think that's why we live here so long. Anything, everything has spirit out there. The rocks, the trees, everything. It all has some kind of connection. They're all alive. That's what when we pray for all those things. Not just, to our health and stuff like that, material things, because, we never didn't know what money was until contact time.
That's how the Indians were, Like I told these young people today, I said, if my old people, if God didn't talk to my old people, I said, we won't be here. I told them, you know why? Because they use when I get sick, or when we used to get sick, always had medicine for us. They didn't go downtown and buy it. Had medicine for us and prayed for us. And that's how come we survived. We're still here, yeah.
They killed our chiefs. They stole our land. They raped our women. They took all our hunting and fishing rights away from us. And then they tax us and they put us on little reservations. Then they tax us to live there. If you want to work, you still got to pay taxes. If you don't, you'll just be real poor. So you got to pull yourself out by the boots. You got to go out and look for a job like everybody else. Hustle for work. Well, you know what? I think it's people population now. There's too much people around. You know, there's hardly no Indians around. Long time ago, the Indians were the majority of the people here in Nevada. Now, we're the least. There's hardly none of us. We're only like 1% here in Nevada. Maybe 2%, and that's it. We're a dying race. But what we have to hang on to. But what I think is the more you know, the better off you are. And I'm talking about education. Learn those laws, learn everything, and turn everything against the white man.